Hey there, Morning Manna. It is time to start a new, I don't know what to call this, a new series, a new 6 days of Morning Manna as we share from the Word together. And I really want to share one of my favorite miracles of Jesus. You find this miracle recorded in Mark chapter 2, verses 1 through 12. And you know it. You've heard it before, but this is where Jesus heals the paralytic. And Jesus heals a lot of people, but this is that story where Jesus is there. He's in Capernaum. It says in verse 1, he returned to Capernaum. After some days, it was reported that he was at home. So this is the region around Galilee where Jesus is from. And so he's in a house, and all these people have gathered in the house. They want to hear from him. Of course, people are desperate for a healing touch from him. And so there's this massive crowd. And then this guy shows up carried by 4 friends. Of course, he's paralyzed. And you know the story. They end up going up to the roof. They dig a hole in the roof. They lower him down. And Jesus ultimately heals him. And there are so many lessons we can learn from that story. And throughout these days of Morning Manna, we'll learn some of those lessons together. And the first lesson I want us to focus on is, no shock to you, Manna Church, where is your group? I think of this guy, and he's got some friends who are willing to risk huge amounts. They're willing to go so far to get him close to Jesus. And so I want to encourage you, and it's one of the things I want to look at for myself. Let's audit our relationships. Do we have that group of friends? Do you have that small group? Are you involved with some people who will propel you to Jesus? Every one of us has a circle. Every one of us has people who have influence over us, and we have influence over them. The question is that influence driving us closer to Him to receive the touch from Him that we need? So I encourage you, find your small group. Find those people. And again, for most of us, that's going to be within church. We're going to have a small group. We got a running small group, or a small group that prays together, or a small group that has breakfast together, or a small group that reads literature. My daughter leads one of those. They read literature and then they talk about it, study the Word together. We have small groups around a whole bunch of things. But it's that group of people who know you. They can see you. They know what you're good at. They know what you're scared of. And they're willing, I think this is so important, to draw us closer to Jesus. Make sure the people closest to you are propelling you in your relationship with Him. Listen, you know what? Here's what we could do. If you have that small group, you know who they are. Maybe it's a group of friends, not even an official small group, just Tom, Jerry, and Phil who propel you to Jesus. Or maybe you've got a small group. Maybe it's Boss or the Vault. If you know your group and that they're with you on this journey with Jesus, just put the name of your group in the comments section, and we'll all celebrate together that we got some of those friends who will propel us toward Jesus. If you're auditing your relationship and you go, you know what, Fletch? I'm not sure I have that. I know I got friends, but I'm not sure I got the people who are gathered around me to propel me toward Jesus. Find that small group. You need them, and they need you. See you tomorrow, Manna Church.